if you don't test it, you don't know. That's our motto. I was a flight attendant, and in 2 months, I was now working in growth hacking. I recommend people to apply for this internship in Finland with Harrison. I would explain to my grandma what I do for a living, telling her that I help companies to grow. People have the misconception that growth hacking is just doing the marketing, but actually a growth hacker have to take care of each department. So it's not only the marketing, but also sales, tech, customer care. Basically, a growth hacker helps growing the whole company. So in my job, I work every day with the sales team and when it's needed with the tech team. In this moment, in the company where I'm working for, I do mainly the marketing because there is nobody else doing the marketing. But whenever needed, I always help also the CEO, the sales, the operations, and the customer care. It's quite many roles in one position, at the beginning at least. I think I have a couple of ideas. I think using user-generated content. So everybody, every year a lot of tourists come to see Santa Claus, and to attract more tourists and visitors, I would push them to promote the picture they took with Santa Claus, because everybody go and take a picture with Santa Claus and their kids on social media, and to build awareness and share their experience. How was it? What did they like? How much fun their kids had? And maybe draw a little lottery. So among the ones who share the most pictures and the most experience, the winner can win something. It can be another trip to Rovaniemi, or a weekend in Helsinki, or something again to promote the tourism in Finland. Actually, yeah, I recently received many ads on social media about these stand-up comedians in Helsinki talking about dating and the dating lives, mainly Tinder dates gone wrong. It's really funny. So why don't you connect with them and ask them to make a joke about your agency and something related to your agency. I think it's a fun way to build a little bit more the customer base if your customers are in Helsinki. It was that I was a flight attendant, and in 2 months I was now working in growth hacking, and everybody was telling me how crazy this was and how is it possible. Myself as well, I had a lot of self-doubts, and I was also thinking it was so crazy because I didn't even know how to open a laptop, because at my job I didn't have to work with laptops. But somehow my boss believed in me and decided to give me a chance, and I really, really appreciate that. And I just risked it and tried, and it worked. So then I ended up resigning as a flight attendant, and now this is my full-time job. I think what growth hackers have in common is this craziness to try new things and not be afraid to think outside of the box. Because I think like sometimes most of the time when you work in corporate environment, things have to go this way. And it's very difficult to add changes or try new things. But what growth hackers have in common is that they are not afraid to try, because we see failure as opportunity. We don't see failure as mistakes. And we have all of these crazy ideas, and which are so fresh and out of the box. But I think because we live breakless, so we don't really think, I cannot do this project because we don't have enough budget. We think, okay, we have this little budget, let's get the most out of it with this budget, and try to find as many crazy but effective ideas as possible, which don't cost too much money to the company. And what I can see is that we live like that in our personal life as well. I like to try new things, And sometimes my friends think I'm a little bit crazy because I'm just not afraid to jump into a new adventure. And what I can see is that that's what growth hackers have in mind. They have a goal, they have an objective that they have to reach at work, and they do anything that it takes to reach it, whether it's the old way, fashion way, or it's a new, fresh idea that nobody has ever tried yet. If you don't test it, you don't know. That's our motto. I would say it depends which stage is your startup. It's always good to have someone who's so test savvy and is not afraid to try new things. So it really depends. If you need someone to develop your product and someone who's not afraid to just get as many feedback as possible about your product, and then yes, maybe you want to have a growth hacker, or you already have a product, you already have the team, what you need is the marketing, how to grow the marketing. Or the other way around, you have a good marketing team, but somehow you don't have a strong sales team. So what do you do then? You can hire a growth hacker to help marketing and sales to communicate each other and and grow the sales. So I would say every startup need a growth hacker, but if you don't want to have, it's okay. I mean, it's up to the company to decide. I think it's a good role to have, especially at the beginning, because there is so much confusion, so many things going on, and so much pressure to get results fast. But of course, it's up to the company and I guess the CEO and the team, if they are fine having this role, helping. I would say junior salary can vary. There are actually two ways what I can see, what happened to me and what happened also to my fellow growth hacker friends. Some companies offer you not so high salary at the beginning, let's say 2,500, 2,800 euros before taxes, but they offer you to buy stock options of the company. So I know that it doesn't sound much, but then if the company takes off and grows and gets sold from another company, then you get a share of the stocks. Other companies, they don't offer stock options, but then they offer you a higher starting salary, can be 3,000, 3,200. Here we are talking about junior, so freshly from school or very first working experience as a growth hacker. So yeah, some people want the money now, high salary now, and stock options, okay, maybe later, or I don't care. And some people are more like, okay, no, I want the stock options because I really believe in the company, I believe in the industry, I know it will grow, so it's a kind of an investment. And you accept a little bit lower salary at the beginning. Then after 2-3 years, again, depending on the finance situation of the company, I think you can grow your salary to 4,000, 4,500, and or more. When I started 2 years ago, I joined an internship. It was an internship and course to do growth hacking. I remember when I saw the ad on Facebook, I didn't understand anything what it was said. I thought growth hacking was the name of a company, but somehow I saw so many positive comments under this post and I decided to try, and then I got enrolled to the next class, which was starting in 2 weeks. And back then, this program was led by Mari Lukiainen, and through the VC company she was working for, called Icebreaker. Now she developed the internship into her own organization, so it's not attached anymore to Icebreaker. It's called Horizon. And you apply for it, and then they match you with a couple of companies. So at the beginning, I remember I was working with 2 different companies. With one company, 80%, and the other 20% with the second company. And I was doing different kind of things at the beginning, according to, of course, the percentage of the internship. With the 20% company, maybe I was thinking I was taking care of only one small project, and in the 80% a little bit more. After 2 months, then I got a job offer from the company I was doing the internship with. But actually, I declined it and I joined another company that I also got the offer from, and it's the company I'm working now. I know that there are some courses online, but I have to say, in this job, things and trends change so quickly that I value and I recommend everybody to get an education, but most of the things you learn it by doing, with the hands-on work. So I recommend people to apply for this internship in Finland with Harrison, because there you do the course, yes, but you do mainly hands-on job with startup, and that's where you learn the most. Well, of course, is not one person who reached the goals. It's the whole team effort. That's what I always say. And so I think colleagues and boss who believe in you and trust you, and who can you work together and have excellent communication. And from your side, I would say to forget about the fear of failure. And also, what I had to learn the hard way was that before, when I was a flight attendant, I was going to work, and at the end of the flight, the passengers were smiley, happy. So my job was done. My job was great. And I have the validation right now that I did a great job. When you are a growth hacker, sometimes it might take months before you see some results of your projects. And that's what's giving me a little bit hard time at the beginning, because I was thinking that what I'm doing is wrong. I need validation now that everything is going good. But no, because sometimes when you work, especially in the digital world, it might take some months, some years. Most important is to keep on trying, keep on testing, and learn from your mistakes.